Hey, what's going on? It's Brett here, and today I'm going to show you some really cool physiological hacks to overcome depression or feeling sad. We all feel sad sometimes, and sometimes being sad can be a good thing. It can spur you on to do bigger and greater things, which is awesome. But if you're feeling it all the time, it's not so good. And generally feeling bad or sad isn't good. It doesn't feel good, and it doesn't help you, do the things that you want to achieve. Typically, what do you do when you're feeling down and depressed? You don't want to go anywhere. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to go outside. You just want to kind of lay down in bed, maybe watch TV, eat junk food, something like that. Not really the most productive things. So if that's happening to you, try these little tricks and it'll help you feel better and get out of that funk. So the first is kind of weird. I thought it was bizarre when I heard this. I heard it in a Tony Robbins tape where they did a study with people with clinical depression, and I think it was a placebo group, a group that was actually taking pharmaceutical antidepressants, and another group where they just had them smile for 20 minutes each morning, and they had them do an excessively big smile by having them bite down on a pencil. Like this. And I actually just recently got some news that made me feel really, really sad. And, I didn't like it, feeling sad, obviously. So I was like, all right, I'm going to try that Tony Robbins trick. I'm going to bite down on the pencil, even though, I don't know, I feel really weird. I thought it was, bizarre to do that. So what I did, it's like a super exaggerated grin. And basically the theory behind this is that what happens when you're sad? You frown, your physiology changes. So, the chemicals in your brain that make you feel sad affect your posture, affect your facial muscles, but also the reverse is true too. So they say smiling, activating those muscles will actually release the feel-good hormones in your brain. So I tried it, and sure enough, after 20 minutes, I actually felt the muscles in my face were really sore. One of them started twitching a lot, actually. And then, I did feel a lot more upbeat and good just by smiling. So give that a try. You could bite down the pencil like that in the morning while you're doing your morning routine, getting ready, making your breakfast, whatever. You'll have really good results doing that, even though it's kind of bizarre. Then also, I kind of took this a step further where I was like, I'm just going to try to change my mouth just a little bit instead of having my resting face like that. I don't know. Not RBF, but maybe my resting stern face. I just switch it to this. And that little trick is making these smiling muscles stronger, which just is going to make me naturally more happy throughout the day, which, I don't know, I'm all about that. So, awesome little trick, super simple to do, kind of weird, but it actually works. For me, at least. You can try it out, leave a comment below, let me know whether it worked or not. It's really interesting and kind of simple. The next is based off that same principle where, your mind and the hormones that are going on there, the emotions you're feeling affect your physiology. So what does someone, sad look like? They're kind of down, depressed. They're an Eeyore. Eeyore is kind of drooping. His shoulders are rolled in like that. So what does a happy person look like? They're upbeat. They're a Tigger. They're, bouncing around. They're open. So you can just change your physiology, your posture. Try not to sloop like this. Just open yourself up. Even do exaggerated movements like reaching out to the side, reaching back, opening up, smiling. And the more open you are, the more it's going to affect that good, physiology where your mind affects how you carry yourself, and then how you carry yourself actually affects your mind. So another one, super simple to do. Good posture is good to feel happy, and so many other health reasons. Next is just to exercise, do something to get your heart pumping, get those endorphins released. When I was feeling kind of down, it's the exact opposite of what you feel like doing. You just want to kind of lay around, but if you get out, you get moving, and you're actually going to feel a lot better once you get moving. And afterwards, I just felt really good. So, reach down deep, lift yourself up and go out and get your blood moving. You're going to feel better. I guarantee it. The next is using your breath. So when I was feeling a bit sad, your emotional center is right here, in your belly. And it felt constricted to me. It felt kind of like I was hungry, overly full, and kind of had to throw up all at the same time. Like, it didn't feel good. Then I was thinking, I know a lot about the human body because, my background. It's like, what's going on here? I was like, oh, my diaphragm is really contracted. I'm not breathing deeply, so deep, full breaths like that actually release that tension in my belly, that, sad, not good feeling I was feeling, and focusing on those deep breaths kind of released that, and I felt good. Getting more oxygen to my brain helped so much. So give that a try too. There's all kinds of breathing meditations you can do. I'm gonna make some videos on that as well that you can check out. The next, again, your organs and belly is kind of like your emotional center. You get that gut feeling. You feel a lot here, and when you're sad, it affects how your organs actually digest. Sometimes people who are really sad, they don't even feel like eating, and their digestive system almost kind of shuts down to a certain degree. So what you can do is some belly massage. Typically, it's best to do this lying down, but you want to go in the direction that your intestines go. So that comes up from the right hip, all the way up to your rib cage, then across, then down. And you can just do these little kind of cat paw movements. It feels really good, actually. It'll help your digestion, wake up your organs, and get them flowing again to try to kind of, get you out of that state of contraction, stagnation that your emotions can actually have an effect on your digestive system. Another thing that's going to help. The last, this isn't necessarily a physiological trick, but it'll definitely help a ton, is just to go outside in nature. Being outside, getting sunshine, vitamin D, it has a very calming effect on the mind, and people generally feel happier when they get outside. So if you have the opportunity, go for a walk in nature. Maybe you could even go for a run and get that exercise going, and all that stuff is gonna help you, feel better and get out of your funk. And a lot of these things, it's the last thing that you want to do. It's so easy to just feel sad and just, stay in that funk. But if you really want to get out of it, try these things, see how they work, and it'll definitely help some. And I love this type of stuff because it's a much more natural way to feel better rather than, the alternative of, people drink, they do drugs, they take pharmaceutical, and all that stuff isn't as good for you as going the more natural route. So give it a shot, and I hope it helps.